I tried to get one of those AI image generators to make some of this image because I had this great story that happened to me that I wanted to tell, and I thought I'd use some of the picture generators to capture some of the pictures. And I made some. I made some. However, however, allow me to tell this story because it's very funny and interesting. So years ago, when I first moved out here to Bastrop, I think it was 1999. Might have been the end of 98. At the end of 98, I graduated, and a group of my friends and I had gotten into some trouble. We all got arrested in this house. It was a haunted house or a urban legend that we went to, and 7 of us got arrested because we wasn't supposed to be in there. We went in there, and it was a hoarder house. They had a giant fucking carved out section. We made it in, we made it out, but we all got arrested. Took it to court with lawyer friend of dad's, and they were trying to fuck us over like we were burglarizing, which we were not. We were just trespassing. So I got put on probation. Now at the probation, I got screwed over. The lady was basically saying that she was just going to violate me, and that's just the way it was, that I would have to go to boot camp. Well, I didn't want to do that, so I immediately went home, packed my shit, and moved out here to Bastrop. So I'm living in Bastrop, and I'm a fugitive from the law. I lived over here at this guy, Little Bobby's house. Little Bobby just got out of prison. He was in prison for burying school buses. He had meth labs set up inside these school buses he was burying. He did 14 years. He was the coolest motherfucker ever. Old ass dude from Arkansas, big old fucking hillbilly ass dude, manager of the band. I slept on the floor in his room. I got a job because I was already doing sheet metal work, working for Steve, drummer in my dad's band, was the sheet metal boss at Triad Mechanical. I was already doing sheet metal work. Bada bing, bada bam. How convenient. What a thing. So we worked in Smithville at this little community center that is still there to this day. Now, with these guys I met, these guys lived across the street from Steve. Steve was a cool guy. He was a drummer. I could show pictures of him. I'm not gonna try to do all that. It's too much. I just want to tell the story. Made friends with these guys. Now, I guess I was still going to Houston because I got some acid. I'd still go to Houston and then come back. Now I'm living out here. And I got some acid, and we went on this trip. Me and these guys I was working with, Travis was one of them. I can't remember all their names, but we were going to go to South Padre, meet these guys. We get all ready to go to South Padre. We're taking a truck and a Camaro. I'm in the Camaro. We have a keg. We're going to Padre. There's all kinds of. It was a party. It was the thing to do. It was great. One of the cars, I was in the Camaro's steering wheel came off. We had to park it on the side. Now, all of us that were riding in the Camaro are in the back of the truck, and it's raining. So we're switching out. We're taking the keg, had a trash can that you fill with ice and put the keg in. Familiar with a keg of beer? We were switching. We didn't have the ice yet, so we were taking the trash can, and we would spend time switching it because we were in the back of the truck and we were getting rained on. There was nothing you could do about it. Well, we stopped at a Burger King. We went in there and ate, and I tried to steal a tray. I was going to use that to cover myself. Well, I immediately got arrested. They let me go, but I don't know how. Like, I'm on acid. I took the tray. As soon as I went out the door, there's already a cop out there. And he got me. It's like, it was the most fucked up shit. I don't even know what the fuck. It was that fast. All I did was take the tray. I don't know how they got me. This was in King County. That's all I remember. I got negotiated out. Maybe my talkative, I was like, look, I'm just trying to cover myself. I'm sorry. Give them their tray back. I didn't mean to upset. I didn't think it was that big of a deal. They let me go. No charges. No problem. Don't do that again. We make it to Padre. It was already night at that time. I don't remember the rest of the night. I remember the next day. The next day, we're on the beach. We've got the keg set up. We've got the ice in it. We're pumping it out. We've got our red Solo cups. They're having these different companies like Sprint, AT&T. They're having people build sandcastles. Now we're getting drunk. We're looking at all these elaborate sandcastles. And Travis wants to take me, and he wants to swing me around like this number and then let go of me and fly me into the sandcastle to collapse it, which we do, destroying the giant Sprint sandcastle. Kind of an asshole thing to do. I don't know. We party on the beach. People are coming up. There's women. We're partying. We're doing that most of the rest of the night. Now, these guys are all drunk. Now, they pass out. They want to pass out on a dune. I'm on acid. I'm not going to pass out. I'm crunked the fuck up. I want to keep walking. I know where they're at. They're against a sand dune. The truck's there. The keg. The three of them, I think it was three of them, they're all leaned up against a sand dune, passed out. Nobody got no pussy. None of those guys. Now, I take off on foot, and I meet some med students. They give me some morphine. That was incredible. That was the first time I ever took morphine. All I remember is that below my neck, I didn't feel anything. And I went to this club. There was some club there, and I'm at a club. There's music. I'm in there, rogue as hell, on the beach, tripping my ass off on acid, and I meet this rapper and this white chick, and somehow end up riding around in the back of a limo with the rapper, the white chick, and me tripping on acid, now on morphine. Had many more adventures that night. Somehow got dropped off, found where they were on the beach, made my way to the beach just in time to see the sunrise, because there, the way it is, the Gulf of Mexico actually lets you have a sunrise that's over the water. Most incredible sunrise I've ever seen in my life. But we destroyed sandcastles. I got to meet a rapper. I don't know who it was. I rode around in a limo. All my friends were passed out. And it was one of the most incredible trips of my life. I had to be like 18, 19. I might have been 19 or 20. Was I old enough to drink alcohol? No. I wasn't even old enough to buy alcohol yet. I think Travis was. I think Travis was a little bit older than me, but I can't remember. But I had a little more experience in him in the business, so we had a good competition, because I had already been doing sheet metal since '97, so I was that much better than them, and Steve liked me for that. I was his grasshopper. He called me Grasshopper, and it was pretty cool. He taught me chess. Before I left that place, I learned how to do chess, and I turned myself in, because if I turned myself in from the original, remember I'm a fugitive, I would do 45 days in Harris County, and then I would get out. But if the lady violated me like she didn't turn in my proof of work, and she said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't turn it in. That tells me you didn't give it to me." I was like, "Oh, okay, I see what's going on here." Because she had planned to fuck me. Because they attacked us, me specifically, for using my lawyer, Craig Washington, because they didn't like him. They thought it was like a power flex, and it was just a friend of my dad's. So I'm like, fuck. So this is my story of the 1999 Padre Island. That was the time I went to Padre Island. It was awesome. I went to Aransas Pass one other time, and I'm about to be going to Boca Chica to see the Rockets take off with a buddy of mine because I just talked to him and relived some of these stories. He was the guy that I was with whenever we got into the fight. We were on coke and went to go get some more, and this guy that was a rival of ours. It was actually my friend Jamie Pennington had beef with this guy, and since they had beef, and I was friends with Jamie, this guy came up and he punched me. He was drunk and he punched me, but I was on coke, so I was like, "Bitch!" I just pieced his ass up, knocked his drunk ass down. His friends go to help him. I get in the car, driving Victor's car. I thought it was mine. We both had a Ford Escort. They kicked the door on the car. I peeled out on my buddy Shane. I can't remember Shane's last name. His name's, anyway, peeled out on his foot, fucked it up, but took off. They didn't find me. I hid the car, and then it did that. So I was talking with Victor about that because I was like, would you be willing to come pick me up? Let's go to Houston, party like it's 1999, like we used to, play guitar, smoke some fucking weed, and relive some of the memories of the good old past. He's living in the same apartment that he did back in the day. And when I came back there, I got an apartment. Me and him got an apartment, and it was great. It was like I was still young. I hadn't yet got with my wife. It was at that place is where I got with her. And then my life went to hell after that. She ruined my life. She didn't ruin it, but she didn't participate in the correct way that I would have believed would have been possible for a married couple. That's unfortunate, but let bygones be bygone. I forgive her for that. I still love her and my children, but she's brainwashed them pretty bad because they won't even communicate with their dad, and that's pretty messed up, especially after having been gone so long. This is the story. I wanted to share it. It was great. I'll put these pictures in I tried to generate of some of these events. Have a nice night.